The hard thing about soft skills. As a leader and as a trainer, I find most people struggle with how do I learn to use these soft skills and move it? They're very good at learning the hard skills or the marketable skills, like how to create roadmaps, how to create backlogs, how to code in Java or whatever, because those are what we call hard skills. And as an industry, as a world, we've been always focusing on these hard skills. And the soft skills seem to be something that was always extra. And maybe back in the day when we used to predict and control, where we separated all the decision making and solutioning from the people doing the work, maybe the soft skills then were only supplementary. But as we move toward trying to get self managed, self autonomous teams, we need to emphasize on the soft skills as the critical skills needed so teams can work together as a team, collaborate and communicate, and really build better solutions. We need to put the focus on soft skills. Let's start calling them critical skills more than ever. I can name a lot of what we call as critical skills as curiosity, problem solving, a bunch of others. But for these three, let me focus on teamwork, problem solving, and communication. If we don't communicate complex problems or ideas well, we'll never be able to really come up with the solutions needed. And if we can't be good problem solvers, we're not going to get the ability to be self managing, self autonomous teams because we're moving from executing the solution to really staying in the problem space. So we need to develop those problem skills and to use those to move forward. And teamwork, none of us are smarter than all of us, and we need to work together more as a team ever before because that's how we're going to utilize the diverse perspectives, those multidisciplinarians. It's in when we communicate well, problem solve well, and work as a team, we're going to come up with these things. I always get asked, what does a role culture plays? Because culture is this big nebulous word we use all the time as a catch-all. I really think if we can build a mechanism where we can get these skills in, then the culture will go around to support it. I always get asked, why is it that soft skills are hard to find? And I think it's because in recruiting, we're always in a mad rush to hire because there's a big demand on the talent we need. We quickly hire with the basic, what I call the basic skills. They have the basic core skills for the job, and we'll do the soft skills after. I think, and then too, I think we don't really measure soft skills, and it's hard to come up with a unified measure that would measure soft skills. So I think what you need to do, instead of thinking of a global measurement or an organizational measurement for the soft skills, come up with in your team unit as an individual of what are the things you need to see to make sure people are using those soft skills. Once we start measuring them, we can incentivize them so they become solid and true. And three, we need to invest money into learning them because we never think twice to send people to learn a new technology or learn something very marketable. But we don't invest the money to get them to learn soft skills, to build those things needed that's going to make them effective. So let me leave you with three things. One, change your recruiting process where if they don't meet the critical skills of soft skills needed to work in our ever-changing complex world, don't hire them. Come up with ways where you can measure and evaluate it before you bring them in. Two, come up with measures of how you and your immediate people around you are going to demonstrate those soft skills. Because what gets measured can either be grown upon or incentivized on to make sure that happens. And three, we need to invest into learning for these soft skills. And I know when companies get difficult quarters, the first thing they cut back on is learning. And I think that's when we need to invest more into learning so we can learn how we got here, why we did it, so we can minimize the times we go in these ebbs and flows. Remember, lead how you'd like to be led.